I just had one of the craziest work trips of my life with the first ever Alan's Universe episode to film in another country. Macau. But this is not only a first for Alan's Universe. This was also a first for me. First time flying business class, first time being a keynote speaker, first time meeting Alan's extended family, and so much more. All in a different country. And to make sure I captured it all, another first is trying out these new Ray-Ban glasses. Throughout the video, you might see the aspect ratio change from this to this. Let's get to it. It all started on October 22nd, 2025 at LAX. Our flight is at midnight, so I'm doing my nighttime routine in the airport lounge. And then Alan and I were watching the Alan's Universe boy band versus girl band episode. This is actually one of my favorite things to do. It's when I get to watch the episode before it premieres live for everyone else to see. And then we made our way to our gate, and guess who we saw? Some of our crew, Ilushka and Leith.
I'm just carrying the band-aids in case anybody needs it.
Now, I've always flown economy my whole life, so I'm very used to the cramped seat, airplane food, not being able to sleep that much, having neck pain, but not on this flight. I'm so excited for this new experience. Right when we got on board, they gave us hand towels and asked for any food or drink requests. And we even got pajamas on this flight. Some champagne to celebrate AU's first overseas business trip. And this is our glorious first meal after taking off. What in the Michelin star restaurant is this? Shout out to Eva Air for making this the best experience ever. And now for some beauty sleep, because boom, we woke up in Taiwan's airport and reunited with the rest of our crew. We were all like kids in a candy store, guys, still in disbelief that we're in Asia together as a team. And so after 4 hours transit in Taiwan and an hour and a half flight to Macau, we have arrived. AU is officially in Macau. We got our bags and we're waiting to meet our wonderful Macau producer, Sandy, who did such an incredible job taking care of us. And here's me sitting crisscross applesauce in our shuttle bus on the way to our hotel, Onda's Galaxy. We were all just giggling our whole way there because is this even real life? My first impression of Macau was that the weather was perfectly warm and windy, people were so friendly, and it was so beautiful and golden. This is us landing in our home base for the next 7 days, and yes, it looks just as how it smells. So fresh, so clean, and so luxurious. AU was in Macau for two things. We were filming an episode with the Macau Tourism Board, and second, we were there for Macao Creator Week. It's basically a conference and a place where fans can meet their favorite creators. Creators will speak about their process and their journey. And I see a lot of potential for Macau being the global hub for creators to meet up every year. So let's make it happen. Okay, hotel room tour time. I'm so excited because I get my own room. Asia hotels are next level, guys. And Onda's Galaxy really knows how to welcome their guests. Look, they gave me a sweet note with gigantic juicy grapes and some desserts. And so I freshened up and met back up with the team to location scout and explore Macau. First stop, Haksa Beach. Today was a little rainy, so it's definitely gloomier than when we filmed, where the sun was out and the weather was perfect. We couldn't be luckier. And if you've been following me, you know how I garden, and what really shocked me is that every tree here has a QR code that tells you the tree's information from date to planting to type of species. That's truly incredible. Next stop, Chapel of Our Lady Penha, where Alan and I would have our fifth wedding. Who's counting? But stay tuned to the end of the video because some of my favorite memories happened on the day we were supposed to shoot our wedding scene, and off we go to the next location, Travessa de Paixão. We actually had to walk a little to that location, which made the inner tourist in me so happy because we got to explore Macau streets, and there were so many things happening in Macau. Basketball competitions, rich historical architecture. Did you know Macau was once colonized by Portugal? That's why they have a deep Portuguese influence. And our final location, Albergue 1601. I hope I'm saying that right. Speaking of Portuguese influence, this is one of Macau's famous Portuguese restaurants. We will be filming our last scene in Macau here, and you will see the delicious feast they fed us at the end of the video. And that, my friends, is the end of our location scout and our first day in Macau. Woo! We went back to the hotel, got dinner, and first day of filming! Let's go! I'm gonna show you how we start our day off right every morning with breakfast! But not just any breakfast. Hotel breakfast buffet. There's coffee, tea, juice, fish, Western, Eastern dishes, pastries, dumplings, honestly, a lot. The whole team can agree that waking up to this is so motivating and just makes us feel so happy. Good morning. What time did you wake up today?
5.
Me too. Now that we started our day off right, we're locked in for filming our first scene in Macau. Travessa de Paixão is our first location, and this is one of Macau's most favorite tourist spots, or should I say Instagram-worthy picture spot. We were preparing ourselves for anything since it was a very public spot, which meant that we might have people photobombing or loud sounds, but it miraculously went so smooth. And it was also our first time working with our Macau crew, who was such a pleasure to work with. Go team! And there's an important detail I like to add. You know, in Alan's universe, I play Alan's love interest, and I really appreciate all the love you guys have shown Alan and I all these years. I love Alan a lot. He's my best friend in real life. And in real life, I also have a boyfriend, and he's actually here in Macau while we're shooting. Another big thing that is happening during this trip is that my dad and boyfriend are meeting for the first time, and I wasn't there to introduce them because I was filming for you guys. So after I finished filming, I rushed to meet them at a coffee shop. They got along great, which is awesome. Nervous chuckle. And then after hanging out with them, I rushed to Macau Creator Week's welcome party. There were so many cool people there. Here are some selfies and videos with the coolest, and some of our LA friends were there too. And guys, this is my favorite memory of the night, where Alan coincidentally matched outfits with a boy group. The reason why this was so funny was because right before this, Alan was like, "Is this outfit okay?" And Alan, I just gotta say, your outfit is perfect for this occasion. So after the highlight of my night, I'm on my way to meet my fam for dinner and just check out the cars inside the hotel. Boom, I'm at dinner, and another crazy coincidence is that the bib matches perfectly with my outfit. Fast forward, after dinner, we walked back to our hotels and there was a concert happening. Lights were shining. I'm gonna say this again, Macau is popping. Alright guys, what an eventful first day of filming. Now I need to rest up because tomorrow is my busiest acting day, so I gotta be on my A game. Day 2, are you ready? We started off at Long Hua Tea House. It's famous for its authentic Cantonese dim sum and tea served in a 1960s time capsule. And we're all very excited because we're working with a Hong Kong actress for the first time in Alan's universe history. And just like Travessa de Paixão, this is also a public space, so in order to limit the number of retakes, we rehearsed the scene many times as the lights were getting set up. And guess what, guys? I got a surprise visit from my dad and Fred. This surprise made my day because my dad rarely gets to see me work since he's based in Malaysia and I'm here in LA, so definitely feels good to share this moment with my dad. And next, we headed to the beach with our new outfits to film our ballet dance and some scenes. Our beach scenes were a bit of a time crunch because we were chasing sunset. But again, miracles happen because we're an awesome team. And at night, we shot our emotional scene at the beach and actually met some fans who took pictures with us. In the meantime, my dad and Fred went to a show called The House of Dancing Water, which was really epic. So many realities happening in the same day, but day 3 is when our realities combine. If you're a true AU fan, you know Alan and I have gotten married so many times on the show, but this time's special because my dad will be in an Alan's Universe episode! Worlds colliding! What could go wrong? Well, actually, this video you're seeing is Fred and my dad getting stranded on the way back to the hotel because they couldn't find a cab, and luckily for them, we were able to find them and pick them up. It was really a team effort. And here we are with Stjopa, our lovely director, and Alan. We're about to film with Alan's extended family and my dad! Lots of firsts on this trip. Then Fred headed back to LA, so we said our goodbyes, and now for some father-daughter time. We're headed to Raffles to a secret bar, compliments to Anda's Galaxy. Then we had dinner. My dad and I had a great conversation just reflecting on life and how brave it was for him to support and believe in my dreams at such a young age. I'm so grateful. Honestly, having someone believe in you is the greatest gift. But our journey's not over. We have day 4, our Macau Creator Week keynote speaker event. Y'all already know, just like every day in Macau, we're not in a controlled environment like our AU studio in LA. We're filming in a public setting, and some of these scenes we need to film on a stage, in a conference hall, and that's when the cast and crew locks in to get our shots fast. We're in and out. Boom, boom, boom. F1 races, Fast and Furious, professionals. Jokes aside, this was such a fun day. Alan got so many of his creative friends to be in the episode. We really guerrilla styled and even incorporated filming during our keynote speaking event. That's how we do it, you know? Authentic airplane shots in business class and authentic Creator Week shots in Macau. Bravo to Alan and the AU/Macau team, honestly. I also got to meet with Carol and my dad sat in on our meeting, and then I made some friends. We met Issei, a bunch of people, and then I took my dad to a YouTube underground party. It's honestly so surreal that I get to bring my dad to these things because I've been experiencing these things on my own, just like in LA. I think my dad hasn't really seen me in action as a grown-up yet, and also my dad was so sweet. He was like, Chelsea, just do your thing, don't worry about me. And we put in a selfie with some friends that my dad met, also adding another selfie with our VS Media boss ladies. Woohoo! Are you guys tired watching my packed days in Macau? Well, I'm not, because we've reached our final day. Let's finish strong, because you already know once we get back to LA, we'll miss this so much. It's our last day and I decided to order room service. And guys, I never order room service, and so I have no idea what to expect. I thought it was gonna be like Uber Eats, someone just delivers food to your doorstep, and so I was just craving fries, so I ordered fries, nothing more. Lo and behold, this gentleman comes up to my door with a whole cart and table set up. It was so fancy. He asked me where I wanted to eat, and it was like a whole show, guys. I was a little embarrassed of how extra it was for just some fries. At the same time, I felt so bougie, and I just made my day. The end. Anyways, we are in Albergue 1601 for our final scene in Macau. It did go very smoothly. We had a great time at the restaurant. We signed a menu. They brought out some desserts for us. Look at the amazing food that they had. Oh my gosh. If you've never seen Portuguese food before, there you go. This is Portuguese food. There's this bacalhau, some fish, some eggs, some fried fritters, and then Alan made a speech.
Thank you to Tsang, my cousin, for making this opportunity happen for our first episode outside of America. So thank you to Chris.
Thank you, Chris.
Thank you to Sandy and our local Macau crew. Back to Los Angeles with us. Like, seriously, so amazing. I feel like we learned a lot from you guys. So,
yes.
amazing job.
Thank you.
Thank you, of course, to our amazing AU team from LA. It's our first time out here doing a shoot with not our full team here in a different country, and I think we did an amazing, amazing job. Thank you guys so much.
Yes, great job.
Yes.
Great producing.
And we are so excited to have this episode released in November. It's a huge, huge moment for us. Our first episode outside of the country. And thank you guys all for being part of the experience. Hopefully we can come back to Macau soon. Take one group selfie. It's our tradition for AU after every wrap. So, yeah.
And there you go. Happily ever after. We reminisced this special experience together, and off we went. Back to LA, and my dad back to Malaysia. Feeling so blessed, so grateful. Bye. I love you guys so much. If you like this video, please subscribe so you can watch more. And maybe you'll like this one too. Alright, ta-ta! Have a good one.